Welcome to Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the run. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Terrapins are in the hurry up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Northwestern's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Good, solid tackle. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Covey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Option look. It's Washington. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and And now, what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You showed patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Washington. They'll run the screen. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Headed to the end zone, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Creates a little room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Godfrey. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll do it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They kick it away on 4th down. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fears the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Maryland.
Kick is in the air. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it to the back.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Going with the ground game left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
The short hands, it's Williams. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Washington. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is good. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
It gets no bigger than 1 versus 2, and take a look at how this critical game finished up. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 2 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll see.
Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here comes the option. Rides to back and leaves it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. To the air. It's Washington. That's caught. It's James. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Covey. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a first down.
The run to the right. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying to beat him to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Manning. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Covey. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Covey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's breaks into the open. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Wildcats! The defense putting points on the board.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
To throw, it's Washington. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Wagner. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Covey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They go to the ground. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the ground. He's got it again. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Now they'll run the draw. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Maryland, 9.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Hauls it in. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Terrapins in the hurry-up. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's James. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, then let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.